Hi guys, welcome back. This is Frances, and of course, as you can see, I'm at one of my favorite spots. It's at the top of the St. Augustine Lighthouse. Only 219 stairs to get up here. It wasn't as bad as I thought. And I can't wait to share with you, now that it is 2021, some of the pros, as you see this beautiful view, especially with the marina just there, some of the pros and cons of living in St. Augustine after the pandemic. So stay tuned. Is bringing you all the best that St. Johns County has to offer. I am in the heart of Anastasia Island here, right off the Conch House Marina Resort. Okay, this is where everybody comes to dock their boats. Right here on this side, where you can't see, I'll show you the tikis later, is the Conch House, which is a Caribbean themed restaurant where they have a lot of live music. You can like dance on the water. Let me show you. So you see, like right there, it's like the dance floor on the water, and of course we got the marina this way, etc. So let's get into kind of what we're here to talk about, some of the pros and cons of living in St. Augustine 2021. Some things have changed since the pandemic, and like our house prices, traffic in some areas, etc. So I just want to make sure you have current information about what's going on here in St. Augustine, so when you decide about wanting to relocate here, you have all the information. Again, my name is Frances. I have lived in this area for over 20 years. I was an educator for over 14 years. I have now been in real estate for over 3 years. I love helping people escape the winters from up north and all those high taxes and make this beautiful lifestyle yours. So let's get into some of the pros and cons of living here in St. Augustine. So real fast, you guys kind of already know a lot of the good of St. Augustine. As you know, it's the oldest city in America. We have 23 miles of beaches. Of course, we have great weather year round. You will not have any snow here. You will not have any snow here. You will definitely have the benefits of the Florida living, which we know, no income tax, low state taxes, low insurance rates, and just great friendly people and just a great lifestyle. So those are just some of the pros of just living in Florida, period. Well, I would say Northeast Florida. I don't know about South Florida. One pros of living in St. Augustine is that there's so much, not only so much to do, there's so many options as far as where to live. So if you want to live at the marina and get you a condo on the beach and just retire and have a second home, you have that option. Or if you want to stay in historic downtown St. Augustine, you have that option. Or if you want to stay in a brand new house, come on down, come on. As long as you don't mind being on YouTube. Okay. Or, so you can always scuba dive. Like there's been all these scuba divers coming out the water and it's like so weird. But anyway, moving forward. So if you want the option of living in an historic downtown, or if you want the brand new construction and you want to live in like what we call master plan communities, where you have access to resort style amenities like water slides and lazy rivers and hiking trails, etc. Some of the other pros of living in St. Augustine, as you probably have heard, St. Augustine is a part of St. Johns County. So when you think of the cities or the small suburbs of St. Augustine, we have St. Augustine South, Solano Beach, Anastasia Island, World Golf Village, 210, Nocatee, Ponte Vedra. All of that is considered St. Johns County. Okay, so as you probably have heard, St. Johns County has the #1 school district in the state of Florida. And I had a brief experience of working in a St. Johns County school as well, and I will say, depending on the school and the parent involvement, I was amazed at the amount of resources that kids had and the options. I mean, the playground looked like Disney World. They do have some of the older schools in the older neighborhoods that may not have as many resources, but test scores, based on test scores, St. Johns County has one of the highest rates in the state. All right, some of the other pros. I had to stop recording because someone wanted to talk, but it's a complete stranger. So one of the other many pros of living here in St. Augustine is, of course, the friendly people. It's hard to be angry or upset when you have these kind of beautiful views. As I'm recording, there's the view of the lighthouse behind me, or behind the camera, I should say. And right here, when you're surrounded by such beauties, normally people stop, talk, have a full conversation, which makes it hard to do a video because people want to talk to you while you're recording. So, St. Augustine boasts of so much to do, whether it be doing the lighthouse like I just did, or taking the historic downtown, or getting on the boat and hanging out at the marina, or water sports, jet skiing, or just hanging out at the beach. You can't beat with the amount of things to do, the art galleries, the winery, and different things that there are to do here. A plethora of live music options. Definitely a little more of a laid-back lifestyle here, but the amount of festivals and things that come into town, you would have a hard time being bored unless you want to, okay? So that's just one of the pros of living in St. Augustine. And
Okay, I know what you're thinking. All of this looks and sounds great, but how much does it cost? So remember, Northeast Florida is still one of the most affordable sides of Florida. You're going to be looking at the mid 300,000s to high 300,000s to own a home in this area. I would be prepared for the high 300,000s just so you can be sure to get exactly what you want. Condo and townhome options currently are very scarce, but we do have some availability if you're looking for something under $350,000. Right now, rental rates, again, rentals are very hard to come by, but they're starting around the $1,500 to $1,600 a month. The average income in this area for St. Johns County as a whole, you're looking about $69,000 for the median income. However, you can survive off mid $45,000 to $50,000 a year in this area.
Guys, we're going to wrap up our pros of living in St. Augustine here on location at one of my favorite master plan communities. And if you see that beautiful water there, I'll show you actually a full video in a minute. That is actually one of the largest pools in United States of America. It's actually considered a lagoon. It looks like a beach. Actually, the sand I'm standing on right here, it has been washed 7 times. The water that we see here, it actually is salt-free and chlorine-free with a soft bottom, and it's over 14 acres. I'll show a little spin around for a minute for you so you can see. All right, and so this is one of the benefits, again, of St. Johns County, St. Augustine living. You have the options of here, brand new construction. What you hear in the background, those nails, that is actually new construction. They're building a house, like literally not far from me, they're building a house. That's the benefits of St. Augustine. You have options here. You can do the brand new construction in a master plan community like this. If you see people are going out right now, kayaking and paddleboarding, and that's just a part of living a part of this community. So, all right, so let's get into the actual cons of living in St. Augustine. Now, we already know some of the cons. Oh, guys, it's just a nice breeze that came. Now, if you don't know, I'm recording in the middle of July, so it is hot, but the breeze is so wonderful. So again, some of the cons that are not specific to St. Augustine that just comes with living in Florida. We already know it's hot. We don't necessarily always get 4 seasons. Here in Northeast Florida, we get more of a touch of at least 3 seasons here in Northeast Florida because we are a little northerner, and we don't get as impacted by the extreme heat. So here in North Florida, you have the advantage point of this beautiful breeze that is actually blowing right now that I'm loving. So another con that has kind of been tailored to our recent experience here in St. Augustine is traffic on 95 at work hours. So at 8, when everybody's trying to get to work, and say 5, everyone is trying to leave work around that time. A lot of people have taken the advantage of having Jacksonville so close and taken a job, say in Jacksonville, and then live in St. Augustine to take advantage of the school district. So with that, it has caused a little bit of congestion on 95. And I have to use that word lightly, a little, because I grew up in Orlando, and the traffic in Orlando is horrendous. The traffic in Miami is god awful, and the traffic in most cities is ridiculous. So for us to even have, we're a little spoiled here because we, you know, haven't had a bustling population for quite a while. So for us to even have a slowdown for 15 minutes on 95 at peak hours seems like, oh my gosh, drastic for some people. But one of the cons that's specific to downtown St. Augustine area, which is about 15 miles from here, is that during torrential downpours, you will notice that there will be flooding in downtown St. Augustine as well as Anastasia Island. So that's something to keep in mind if you want to live in those areas that are more historic or closer to Anastasia Island, where you're in older homes that are walking distance to the beach. That keep in mind that there may be something that you experience. So other cons to keep in mind that are really just come with living in a small city is the job market here. So one thing you do have to keep in mind, that if you are one that don't have the opportunity to work remotely, where your job lets you work from anywhere in the world or United States, that the job market here is smaller. We don't have as many industries here, but we are connected to within 20 to 30 miles of Jacksonville, which has more employment opportunities, as well as we're about an hour and 50 minutes from Orlando, which you know is Disney World and all the theme parks. So we're really kind of perfectly located. Whatever modern conveniences that St. Augustine may not have, whether it be not a bustling job market or say a plethora of stores like Trader Joe's, you have access to it within 20 miles or 30 miles just going to. All right, so last pro that we'll cover this time is just remember that St. Augustine is still growing, it's still developing. Even once you leave this particular community and you go out on the main road, you may feel like you're in the middle of nowhere. You're not, you're about 10 miles from Jacksonville. And the good thing about that is there's room for growth. It's not crowded, it's not congested. There's still room for growth, especially more so in North St. Augustine. There's still a lot of development going on, restaurants being established. So if you're an entrepreneur or a franchisee, we definitely have room for you to come and grow your business here in St. Augustine, which I would consider a pro. Okay, so other cons of living in St. Augustine, guys, honestly, there aren't many. Most of the cons that come with living in St. Augustine are just what comes with living in a smaller city. I will say that here it is a different lifestyle. You will have to be prepared to kind of slow down, enjoy the scenery, enjoy nature. Really, people that move here really enjoy outdoor living, paddle boarding, kayaking, getting on their boats, going to the beach. There's not a whole lot of clubs per se here. We do have great live music, but it's not necessarily a club scene per se. Very friendly people, and just a different way of life. I lived in Jacksonville for a period of time for over a decade, and I have to say, as much as I love Jacksonville, St. Augustine is definitely one of my favorites. So wrapping up this video, this is Frances with Fine Homes by Frances. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in and tolerating my switching scenes and going here and going there. I wanted to give you a different view of St. Augustine. So you got to see Anastasia Island, and you got St. Augustine as well, and downtown. So if you have any questions about how to make this beautiful city and this beautiful lifestyle yours, I'm happy to help. I have extensive experience in new home construction. I've actually worked for 2 separate home builders. I'm actually in general real estate currently, helping both buyers and sellers enjoy this beautiful St. Augustine, Jacksonville, and Ponte Vedra lifestyle. So I'm happy to help. I help you as well. So any information that you may need, I'm here to help. 904-515-3451. You can reach out to me on my website as well. You can go to the contact link and email me if you like, or find me on Facebook at finehomesbyfrances.com. That's F-I-N-E, homesbyfrances.com. I love people, and I love helping people make this St. Augustine lifestyle, the Northeast Florida lifestyle, yours. So let me know how I can help.